Welcome to welcome back to my What If series. That show we crack open multiple possibilities and how wild the universe can get. Today we're diving into massive time flips. What if Bill married Peggy instead of Hank? And what if Dale finally discovered who Joseph, a real father, truly is? Two timelines, two realities. Disastrous happens that get alternate. Peggy never met Hank at Arlen High. Instead, she crossed paths with Bill Tree and a confident past. The era when he was a rising football star and future military. They fall fast, very young, and so in Arlen. But crack show early. The reality isn't a show. It's a character study of how one change of relationship reshaped the entire show. The marriage that should work, but doesn't. Bill is initially charming, oddly ambitious. Peggy is drawn to his sensibility and animation and intelligence. But after the military injured him and career collapse, he spiraled, saved depression, and maintained timeline. But Peggy became emotionally slow and rigid his household. Instead, empower her marriage drain her confidence. She feels the responsible for fixing Bill twist. Peggy ego doesn't inflate in this timeline, it implodes. Hank never married Peggy. Instead, he became a steady bachelor of Main Street, respected, reliable, and quite lonely. He and Peggy are quite friendly and not close. Hank and Bill's friendship is staying because Peggy's unhappiness is obviously Hank can't stand to see Bill waste his life. Hank become the person Peggy wish Bill could be, a stable, grounded, but she refused to admit it. Peggy entered a midlife crisis earlier than the main timeline. She tried substitute teaching, but Bill's instability she make her unreliable. She attempts self-approve projects, but Bill sabotages them unintentionally and with needlessly. she start resenting her life and she settled for. Meanwhile, Bill is paranoid that Peggy is drifting for Hank, even though nothing has happened, lead to the big confrontation. Bill accused Peggy of wanting Hank. Peggy snaps and admits that she wonders if what does her life could have been. Bill breakdown realized that he could have worse version of him. The solution, two possible endings. You could choose which ending. Peggy leaves Bill, and Bill moves back to his old bachelor life and devastated, but that cause and Peggy rebuilt her confidence. And Hank remained supportive, but this he a grounded, emotional, and very King Hill. A bittersweet reconcile. Peggy and Bill attend counseling. Peggy get strict boundaries, and Bill begin improving slowly, imperfectly, but genuine. Their marriage becomes functional, not perfect. This end is more hopeful than driven. The 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 discovery Dale was never supposed to make. It starts small. Dale clean his conspiracy files when he finds a old photo of Nancy, Joseph, and John Redcorn. They're all smiling and look too similar. At the first, Dale brushed it off at a conditional cheekbone line, but he overhears a conversation between Nancy and John Redcorn, too familiar. Dale paranoia kicks in, but this time it's not a conspiracy, it's the truth, and he can't see. Dale break down in his own way. Dale doesn't explode, he implodes. He started avoiding Joseph. He stops going to the alley. He shut down his exterminator business. He spent hours staring at his family photos, trying to find himself in Joseph's face. But for the first time in his life, Dale Gribble realized the conspiracy was happening right at his nose, and he missed it. Destroy that this destroyed him more than the betrayal. The confrontation. Dale confronted Nancy first, not that with anger, with heartbreak. He asked the question, "Why did you trust me? Didn't trust me? You trust me with the truth." Nancy breaks down and admits she was scared. Dale would leave scared that Joseph would lose a father, scared the truth would ruin everything. Then Dale confronts John Redcorn. This scene is quiet, that no yelling, two men, both love the same boy. John Redcorn apologized to Dale, listen, and then Dale says something only this Dale could say. You could be his father, but I'm his dad. Joseph learns the truth. Dale decides to honestly. Joseph was shocked, angry, and confused. Not that at Dale, at the years of secrecy, he hugs and say, "You raised me. That's what matters." This moment heals Dale that the way it could. This moment heals Dale in a way nothing else could. The new normal. This family does it fall apart. It reveals Dale stays Joseph dad. John Redcord become a mentor, not a secret. Nancy works to regain that Dale's trust. The Allen guys support Dale in a awkward, heartfelt way. Dale isn't the same man, but he become the same. He's stronger, more grounded, and more aware of the world. For once, I see clearly to face chooses to face it. That wrap up into the timelines that never meant to happen. One of the realities of Bill and Peggy Bill right. The mixed match hopes and the other that Dale finally faced the truth that hidden in a pain of sight. Into two worlds collide, bridge or spiral even further. Let me know and I'll crack open a new reality. Until next time, this is Nexus signing off from the multiverse. See ya, bye.